Okay, we're back on the hotline here on AM 1240 WATN, and let me just get in a good word about something we do here in the city of Watertown. You guys may not know, I'm also mayor of Watertown, and that is, I do this talk show also, so I kind of fulfill two roles here because people get a chance to talk with me and air any grievances they have. But in any event, one thing I want to talk about that's something that we're doing right now is Watertown has again this year been designated a Tree City USA because of our very active program of trying to plant trees in an urban setting. And you like trees, don't you? Everybody likes trees.
Yeah, we need to breathe, don't we?
Yeah, we need to breathe, and trees help us do that. So, and they look nice, too. So folks in our planning department, headed up by Mike Lumbus, who's the tree meister, I guess, of Watertown, have been busy planting trees in various locations around town this time of year. You read about some of it with the Arbor Day activities. And one of the things that you can do, there's a lot of ways you can give back in a community, and some people volunteer, and some people donate to United Way, and some people do this and that. But you can also buy a tree, and it'll be planted. I mean, you can probably have it put in Thompson Park, some people, or somewhere else. Within reason, you could probably designate where you wanted it to go. I know a lot of people have done this as a way to memorialize someone who's passed away. I remember last year we did that over on at North Elementary School, planted a tree in honor of former Councilman Dempster, who passed away. And you can do that, too. And it's only, I think it's $140 for a tree. And that's planted and everything. It's just an interesting thing to do. You don't necessarily have to donate one as a memorial to someone. You can just do it because it's the right thing to do, and it helps out the Tree Watertown program. And I know I talked to Mike this morning, and am getting a tree. I think it's some kind of red something or other, and we're going to get that planted over on the north side and within the next couple of weeks. And I'll tell you, things like that, you see them go on in the community, but if you can participate in some way, it's great to do so. And if you want to do that, you can just work through our planning department, and whether you want to plant a tree in honor of somebody, in memoriam, if you will, or just have one planted just because you want to help out the program. It's only $140, and maybe, I bet you Dave Mance could probably afford 100 trees right now because he just bought that new boat. But even if you can afford just one, or you and your neighbors want to go in on one and split one or something, it's a great way to support the Tree Watertown program, and we at the Hotline support it as well. So there's a good word for a good program. Good afternoon, Hotline.
I see they just planted 3 up there on that land that you...
Well, yeah, that's there's a 4th going there. That's the one I'm having a 4th one put in. I'd hoped to have mine in by now, but I hope to get some trees up on the corner there. You should get a tree over your place, too.
No, thank you. I don't like raking leaves, and I get enough of them as it is.
Oh, man, don't pour cold water on all of this.
I thought after the ice storm I died and went to heaven because I didn't get all the leaves on my front lawn from the park across the road.
Well, some of some of those big old trees, they're a bit much, but, the smaller ones that don't grow as big.
When I had the 3 properties, I would have as high as 25, 30 bags of leaves through a chipper, what equals probably 75 or 80 bags of leaves.
Right.
And I'm getting too old for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's what young people should be doing, is out raking leaves.
Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah.
I get all the young kids on my younger generations off my street in my front yard.
Well, as we've talked before, it's hard to find anybody to do yard work anymore. And when you do, they'll show up, and then they don't come back again later or something like that. So it's difficult.
The biggest problem with me, I come too early in the morning.
Well, also, yeah, and as you know, I mean, you go out and do lawn mowing and stuff like that, but it's hard to find people to do that too.
Well, they don't have the equipment that I do either.
Yeah, that's true.
I have quite a lot of equipment.
Okay.
In fact, I just took my 2 lawnmowers down to get them so they'd run, and I got my riding one running anyway.
Okay, that's good.
I can't her down yet, but...
That's good. Well, I was trying to set a good example for these 2 young men here by talking up the tree program, but I guess you had another view on it.
I'm more interested in the teen center.